Do you want your land to go from this to this? Then tag along for today's video to see how we're using electric net fencing in the woods plus our piggies for some piggy power to reclaim our land for more pasture. Let's go make land clearing homemade. First things first is that we did a little trial run right outside of the pig's yard so that we could make sure that it was going to work for us. We just lured the pigs in with a little bit of their food, and now they're working as some excellent weed management. So we had the pigs in this little area for about 4 days, and it's pretty bare grass-wise, but there were a lot of roots and rocks, and so by putting the pigs in here, we got them to root up everything in here, and that way we'll be able to kind of smooth it down, and our intent is to be able to seed it so that we can use it as an actual grassy area since it gets pretty good sun during the day. Got everybody out today, including the film crew. So Noah's going down to go get the wheelbarrow. We've got the hedge trimmers, a measuring wheel, and then he's just got a pair of gloves as he goes and works through the woods. So we'll follow him and see what he's up to. Oh, you saying hey to Blue and Bake Bake? The piggies are gonna hang out in their old paddock while we clear out their new area in the woods. The first thing we did was head out into the woods, and Noah was walking down the trail that's already been cleared to decide where he wanted to cut away just a little bit of the branches to make room for the net fencing. So we went down and kind of did a quick survey of that, and then after he finished clearing everything, we planned to come back and put the fencing itself in. So I ended up having to do a couple other things in the house, but we are now back in the woods, and we can see just how much Noah was able to get cleared out for the fence path. And it's important to make sure that you don't have any extra brush laying on the fencing itself, because that could potentially break the circuit and prevent it from working to the fullest extent. So the first thing we did was disconnect the battery from the fence itself so that there wasn't any electricity pulsating through. Then we took the alligator clip off so that the circuit was incomplete. And now we're getting ready to pick up the fence as a whole, roll it up, and figure out where our path is going to be in the woods. So we're laying out our fencing, and we will come back and put all of the stakes in for the first 100 feet. So here we are bringing down the next set of fencing. We went ahead and got this first set kind of hammered in, so we had our game plan sorted out. So we laid out our fencing, and then we just went through it and kind of poked the stake in the ground real lightly, but not all the way in. And then we came back and used the hammer that came with the kit to get the rest in. So we are still waiting on a little bit more, but it should be here in the next couple of days. Well, we are back. We finally got our last 2 sets of net fencing up, so that's an additional 200 feet. Right now I'm just carrying down some turning posts to Noah, and we will finish setting up the perimeter of the fence. We will get it connected. We'll get our solar power panel and battery set where we want it, and then we'll open up the gate and let the piggies in. The time has come. Here they go. Where's the "that was easy" button when you need it? We came back the next morning to check on the piggies as usual, and they were doing really well and clearly thriving in their new place. And just as a matter of a couple of weeks, they've already packed on a little bit of weight, so we know they're definitely getting enough, which is great because that means we can cut down on the amount of feed that they get.
By getting our piggies into the woods and out of this yard, you can see just how much the grass behind me has already grown back. So with the pigs out in the woods, we'll be able to not only reclaim this area that they were in and turn it back into pasture, but also to eventually have what is now a wooded area, get all of that brush cleared out, and turn that into more grass for our animals to graze on. If this video helped you with your homestead, please give it a thumbs up or consider subscribing to the channel to see how you can make the most of your land and your home for your family. See you next time.